What is going on, guys? Luke here today to go over the next great 10x stock, Lemonade Insurance. Or are all the other YouTubers getting this one wrong? Hey, no one is perfect, and there's no judgment here. I could be wrong, but there is one massive challenge no one is talking about. Also, I will tell you exactly what to expect in the future with this stock. So if you own or are thinking about buying Lemonade stock, you need this information right now. Welcome back, everyone. In this video, we will cover the 3 things I love about Lemonade, 2 things I don't love about Lemonade, the one massive challenge no one is talking about, or at least taking it serious, and what to expect from Lemonade stock in the future, and will I buy? So another high-flying stock you guys have been beating me up to cover. And, being a man of the people, I figured I should cover it. So I just ask that you hit that like button, which helps the channel grow and tells YouTube you like this kind of content, and the rumor has it you could actually get good vibes, which is scientifically shown to maybe increase wealth in a not so scientific study I just made up. So let's go over the 3 things I love about Lemonade. Now, I won't waste your time with long product descriptions or anything else like that. There are plenty of awesome videos out there that are covering that already if you're looking for that information. But don't click away to find them until after you finish this video or YouTube will ban you. So the first thing I love about Lemonade, they actually are trying to disrupt a massive dinosaur industry. I just love it when little guys come in and shake up a legacy industry. Think Tesla coming into the auto industry and completely disrupting it and turning it on its head. That is what Lemonade is trying to do here. Instead of complex corporate structures and crazy pricing models, they are using AI to create pricing for their product, and their corporate structure is actually quite simple. And instead of capital-intensive and time-consuming claims processes, they resolve most claims in just seconds, maybe a few minutes max in most situations. Think about that for a second. File a claim using your phone and get it resolved sometime as quick as a few seconds or a few minutes. Right now, I'd be happy with anything under a month. So you can see how this is really compelling to younger generations and, well, anyone except for those sickos who actually like things like, dealing with used car salesmen or insurance companies. And why do you like that, by the way? Come on, man. Obviously, this creates huge efficiencies from a bottom line perspective. And the fact that they utilize reinsurers to offload the risk in combination with the other components, and you really see how different they really are from other insurance companies. And the second thing I love about Lemonade, they actually seem to want to actually give back. Look, guys, the idea of giving back to charity and others are very worthy and noble. But as an investor, it also bothers me a bit because those are my profits as an investor. However, follow their mission all the way through, and I see how this is also an effective marketing tool in my eyes, even if that's not what the company's intent really is. Now, don't blast me down in the comments. I'm not saying that they are only doing this to get customers or it's just all fake or a fraud or anything else like that. It's not what I'm saying. But their target audience is younger customers who are much more conscious of those type things than previous generations were and actually are today. And people in those age brackets are more likely to use a company that gives back over another company that doesn't, and in a lot of cases, they'll even pay a premium to use them. But look at this from another perspective too. If a corporate behemoth can grow and still give back, I think that is great, and I don't think it's a stretch to say that corporations are really the wealthiest out there, and if they all gave back more, the world would be better. So even though this is not my favorite action that a company can take, I will still say this is something I love about the company and shows that they're not just disrupting on the corporate side, but also on the community side as well. And the third thing I love about Lemonade, the massive opportunity in the space. Fact, the insurance market is approximately a $5 trillion a year business. Fact, no insurance company has more than 4% of the market. Fact, the average age of the insurance companies is 125 years old. Fact, no one loves insurance companies unless you own one. So the market is massive. There isn't a dominant player, they are all old, and everyone hates them. Nothing screams out change this industry like facts like that. So this market is absolutely ripe for a change and actually long overdue for a change. And because the space is so gigantic, Lemonade can become huge without upsetting the apple cart too much due to the sheer size of the industry and the lack of the 2 to 3 giants like it is in so many other industries. I mean, literally, they could 100x their revenue and still be a small player, so the growth potential is massive. But like every stock, there are some things that are, not so good. 2 things I don't love about Lemonade. The first thing I don't love is they have a weak balance sheet, in my opinion. I know there will be some debate here, and we honestly do not have a lot to go off of since they just went public. But when I look at their balance sheet, it is still very weak. And I think you saw that sentiment with investors after the Q2 earnings call. Specifically, their liabilities continue to trend up while assets and cash continue to stagnate or trend down. Yes, they are growing revenues and customers, but cannot seem to increase the other lines on the balance sheet as of yet. And although they have spread a good chunk of their risk out to other companies, they have yet to be an insurer during a major disaster like a hurricane or something else like that. So we do not know what the impact would be if that were to happen. And think about this. Since humans are removed, how would the AI react to the sudden massive demand? So that is truly a wild card that may work out great for their customers, but terrible for investors. And I'm looking to invest, so I don't love that at all. And the second thing I don't love about Lemonade is that they are not profitable. They have not figured out a way to become profitable yet, and that's okay with a growth company. But they haven't even figured out how to reverse the profitability slide, or at least start moving in the right direction. Yes, they are a new growth company that's trying to take on the insurance world. But insurance is typically a very profitable business, and so far, they cannot figure out how to do it profitably. They lost $109 million in 2019 and have already lost $36 million in the first quarter of this year, but they did reduce that to $21 million in the second quarter, so they did get better there. But hold on a second. Their own guidance suggests that they will still lose $106 million this year, best case in 2020. So their best case scenario is only losing $3 million less than they did the year prior. While I agree completely this is part of the process with a new growth company, what really concerns me is the management team has not laid out a path to profitability yet, and that's, concerning. You can at least have a path, guys, even if it changes 10 times until you get there. But there is one massive challenge that is getting missed by everyone. Now, before you guys get too riled up, yes, there are passing mentions of this out there on YouTube and in the articles. But giving this a 20 or 30 second mention at the end of a 15-minute video is not giving this challenge its just due, and this is something you absolutely must consider. I actually think it's the biggest thing that could hold Lemonade back. And it generally just takes time to work through, like years worth of time to work through, and that would be regulation. Look, you can have the greatest product ever, have it work perfectly, mistake-free, and one silly law can render the whole thing useless. Insurance is heavily regulated to begin with, at least here in the US. Obviously, myself and most people out there watching are not insurance experts, but I can make a fairly strong case that there will be an issue as they try to expand into car insurance and other markets here in the US. Now, whether those issues are real or politically motivated, it is still a significant problem for sustained growth and market share here in the US. Oh, don't believe me? Insurance companies are some of the biggest political donors and lobbyists here in the US. And to further prove that point, do a deep dive into why AIG, an insurance company, got bailed out in the financial crisis and then paid their executives massive bonuses for running a failed business. As much as we dislike them, banks made some sense to bail out. An insurance company? Really? Follow the trail when you study it. It's fascinating. Well, at least if you're a dork like me and are into that stuff. Either way, this is an overly regulated industry here in the US who may not take too kindly to innovation that makes a significant dent in their business as they grow.
But Luke, The automakers did the same thing with Tesla, and look at them now.
That's very true. But Tesla also took way longer to turn a profit as a result. And it cost Tesla billions of dollars to fight through all of that in the end. That's billions with a B. B, whatever the hand signal is for it. Last time I checked, Lemonade doesn't even have close to that much cash. And I think we can all agree that Tesla is far better funded, has better access to capital, and had the cash in the first place to weather that storm. Lemonade does not have the cash or a large enough investor base to raise the kind of capital needed to fight an entire industry like Tesla did. And assuming a great company, business practice, and management team can overcome these challenges without significant capital is dangerous to your investing. There are many great companies with great management teams and great products who fail due to lack of capital. So what should you expect from Lemonade stock in the future, and will I buy? And remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. Do not listen to me. So what should you expect if you buy Lemonade stock or already own it? Well, expect epic run-ups and panic sell-offs. Expect claims of pump and dump. Expect great quarters followed by awful quarters. Expect a 5x and then expect to drop 50%. So in the end, just expect volatility to the max. Look, this is an IPO. And it's not an IPO like Facebook, where once the curtain was revealed to the public, it was easy to see how profitable the business model was from the start, and they had a huge amount of cash to weather any storm. With Lemonade, I honestly don't think the traders out there have made up their minds on how to value the stock yet. And given that they are trying to disrupt a massive legacy industry, you cannot expect anything less than extreme volatility when you look at all the factors. Personally, I'm really hoping this company does exactly what it's setting out to do: disrupt this industry. It's long overdue. But right now, it is just trading too rich for me. And although it could be a $200 or $300 stock in 5 years, I think the volatility I see with this stock will give multiple opportunities to enter this stock at a better price point later on. And if I do decide to add some shares, it would be a 3 to 5 year hold and the associated roller coaster ride that's going to come with it to truly see the potential play out on this stock. In the end, it's another speculative growth stock, and a portfolio full of those does not match my goals, my strategy, or my plan. That may fit your goals and strategy, as everyone's is completely different. Yours will not be the same as mine, but it does not fit mine at this price point, so I will not be buying for now. And if you don't have personal and stock goals and don't know how to do that at all, be on the lookout for my course dropping this Thursday, August 20th, as it will walk you through it step by step. There'll be a special deal just for my subscribers on Thursday, so make sure you check out that video and, more importantly, subscribe so you can get the hookup. And show your support for the channel by, liking the video. And make sure you are following me on Instagram or Facebook or whatever other social medias are linked down in the description if you want more from me. But I think it's going to be a crazy next few weeks. So make sure you are subscribed, which you can do right there, so you can get the truth on all the craziness. And here are a few videos that, just kind of introduce you to my channel a little more if you're new. Thanks.